Hello YouTube and welcome to the channel. Anna Bella, and today I'm going to be reviewing Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 1 called Winterfell. That's the episode's name. The episode's name is Winterfell. First things first, I will say that this episode is just a setup. Basically, it arranges the characters and makes sure that they're in the correct place on the chessboard. Nobody dies in this one at all that is in any way important apart from one very, very minor lord from the north. But that's by the by. It is a setup piece. It makes sure the characters know what they need to know and are in place. Is anybody a little bit worried that most of the characters are now in Winterfell? I'm just saying, because there's only two that aren't, and they're on the seas. The other lot are in King's Landing, and that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 people. I'm just saying, 4 people in King's Landing, 2 on boats heading towards Winterfell, everybody else in Winterfell or heading there. This is not a good sign. You do not have a massive kingdom like Westeros and put all your baskets in Winterfell when a zombie ice dragon has just melted the wall. This is going to be bad, people. And I'm going to show you how it's going to be bad. Come with me to my ready-made Winterfell map. Remember, this is the setup. Hello again, and here we are at the table. Now, right in front of you is my homemade map of Westeros. It actually features how everything was in season 1. So, you've got Dawn down here at the bottom that is owned by Martell of Spear, Unbowed, Unbent and Broken, and we all know how that went for them. Then we've got the High Garden, the Reach, which is owned by the Tyrells. Then you've got House Baratheon at Storm's End, and then you've got King's Landing, and the yellow is the Crown Lands. I want to just say something. Obviously, you've got House Targaryen there at Dragonstone, because Daenerys has taken Dragonstone back into season 7. You've got the Baratheons there because of King Robert. And also you've got House Lannister because of Cersei, who's currently sitting on the throne in King's Landing. So currently the Crown Lands are Dawn, the Reach, Storm Ends or the Stormlands, the Crown Lands up here, including Dragonstone, King's Landing, and then you've got Castle Rock and the Westerlands, which are House Lannister lands. So all of that is currently owned by Cersei. And I believe that she's got some of the Westmarch, possibly into Riverrun. I'm not quite sure about the Vale, because the last time the Lord of the Vale, Robin, was put into training. And that's the last time we were there. Then you've got the Iron Islands up here, that and the Pike, and they are House Greyjoy. We don't so. And you've got the uncle currently having a good time with Cersei down here, whereas niece and nephew have escaped, heading up to the north to House Stark and Winterfell there. And as you can see, you've got the Wall and Castle Black here, you've got Beyond the Wall and the Lands of Always Winter, otherwise known as Narnia, basically up there. Only we've got evil zombie people living there at the moment, courtesy of a ex-member of the Night's Watch and all of his male spawn. So, we've got everybody is up at Winterfell. Here we go. So, we've got Daenerys is up there. We've got the Hand of the Queen up there, Tyrion. We've got the 3 Stark siblings, which are Bran, Arya, and Sansa, the Lady of Winterfell. Very clever is Sansa. And we also have the Greyjoys are on their way. We've also got the last Baratheon bastard. He's making the armour, and only Arya knows that his father is Robert. So as you can somewhat see, and I'm not quite sure what's going on with those, but I believe Sam, I think he's either a Tully, and we know that Cousin Robin is here. So Cousin Robin is here. He's not been mentioned yet, so something's going to crack off with him. But as you can see, everybody that Cersei hates is here. And the zombies have just broken down the wall here, and Winterfell is here. Cersei's laughing. She's down here. with Pyto, with Pyta and, what's the Hound's brother, the Mount, who's been brought back a zombie, and Uncle Greyjoy. Whoop-de-doop-de-doop-de. It's not looking good for everybody up here, is it? Either they all need to come this way, preferably, but then they bump into Cersei. Also, the Iron Bank are sending mercenaries because Cersei's asked for them to come. She's a bit disappointed that she didn't get elephants, which is a bit of a letdown. But she doesn't know that one of the dragons is now on the Team Zombie. So we've got 2 dragons up here, people. It's really not looking good when you put all your characters there and you actually see it. This could get very, very messy. And we don't know how Theon is going to react because his sister told him to go and fight for the Starks and then kill them all. So, you know, I really don't trust House Greyjoy at all. But then what is dead never dies. So there you have it, my people. That is where we were at the end of episode 1. As you can somewhat see, it's not looking good. I mean, at least Robin's safe in the Vale. No one's mentioned him. He's sort of an afterthought. It's possible that he could become king. It's possible that Theon's sister could become queen at the end of all this, because I don't think she's going to be getting off the boat, because she'll be floating around here. And then there's Uncle down here. It's not looking good at all, people. Really isn't. Not when everybody else is up here and you've only got, you know, a Lannister and Greyjoy. Well, one Greyjoy down there when everybody else is up here. Well, there you are. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I will say this one thing, though, about it all. We will be using the map more often. Well, sorry about the finger. More often, because I think it is kind of important. But what is going to be really, really interesting is in the first scene you had the little boy climbing, and that brought me back to in season 1 Bran climbing. So that's just a thought. So there we are. There we have it. Hope that's made some stuff clear. Hope I've explained some of the things. It's not really a review because, to be absolutely honest, episode 1 of season 8 was basically the setup, making sure the characters were all in place for what needs to happen. Obviously, at the end we had Jaime Lannister up in the north too, so both Tyrion and Jaime Lannister are up in the north, fighting to protect the whole of the realm. Cersei wisely has kept her forces back, just in case they fail. So this is not looking good. And Sansa very wisely said, "You believed your sister? I thought you were the most intelligent man in the whole of Westeros." And she does have a good point, because Cersei's not coming. She didn't even want Jaime to go, but he's gone out of honour, because remember, he's known as the Oathbreaker. So this is going to be very interesting. I hope you've enjoyed it. Poor Bronn! Oh, and he's got the bow that killed their father as well. Not looking good, is it? But we all know that some people are going to be turned into ice zombies. And remember, we've only got 5 episodes left to go. And then that's it, people. Only 5 more episodes of Game of Thrones. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I hope you've enjoyed looking at my map.